Hey everyone, and welcome back. Ready to dive into some seriously sneaky psychological tricks that mess with our money?
Absolutely. Today, we're tackling those fascinating money mind games. The ones that make us wonder, why did I do that?
Like, seriously, why are some financial decisions so clear in hindsight, but in the moment we're like completely clueless? Today, we're breaking down two biggies: fundamental attribution error and the placebo effect.
Which sound very technical, I know, but trust me, they're everyday phenomena that trip us up in sneaky ways.
They really are. So, let's start with this fundamental attribution error thing, or FAE for short.
Basically, FAE is our tendency to judge other people's financial situations as if their circumstances are entirely their fault.
Right. Like we see someone who's struggling and we automatically think they're bad with money without considering all the other factors that could be at play. It's so easy to fall into that trap.
It is. Our brains love a simple explanation, right? But life is rarely that simple.
Okay, so let's say we've got Sarah. She's working hard, but she's having a tough time making ends meet. Someone with a big case of FAE might look at Sarah and think, well, if she just budgeted better or didn't eat out so much.
Exactly. But what we don't see is the bigger picture. Maybe Sarah's dealing with medical bills or she's helping out family members. There are so many possibilities. But FAE makes us jump to those internal attributions. Oh, it's a personal failing.
And we totally forget about all those external factors that might be playing a huge role.
It's like that saying, don't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree.
Right. Totally. We're judging someone's financial situation based on our limited view.
And here's the kicker. We're often way more generous when it comes to our own money mistakes.
Oh, 100%. We've all been there. Let's say we've got Mark, who's always giving out financial advice. He hears about some hot stock tip, gets a little carried away, throws a ton of money at it, and then boom, it tanks.
And what's Mark's explanation?
Oh, it was totally unpredictable.
Right. The market took a crazy turn. It's never our fault.
Never. But if someone else had made that same investment mistake,
Well, then they clearly didn't do their research. They're impulsive.
exactly. So how do we avoid this FAE trap ourselves, since we are clearly all guilty of it from time to time?
Awareness is key. The next time you catch yourself judging someone's financial choices, hit the pause button. Ask yourself, what else could be going on that I don't know about? What are the external factors that might be influencing this situation?
Oh, I love that. A
Yep.
little empathy goes a long way. Okay, let's shift gears to another money mind game that I am definitely guilty of: the placebo effect. Most people think of it in terms of medicine, like a sugar pill making you feel better because you believe it's real medicine.
Right, but it totally applies to our finances too. Think about it. How many times have you assumed something was better quality just because it costs more?
Oh, all the time. It's like this built-in assumption. Higher price equals higher value. Like, let's say Emily's looking for a financial advisor, and she sees an ad for this fancy advisor with a price tag that's through the roof. And she might think, well, they must be good if they can charge that much, and sign up without doing any further research.
And that's the placebo effect in action.
Right, because deep down, maybe Emily's thinking, if I'm paying that much, it has to work. Even if, realistically, there's no guarantee.
And to your point earlier, she might not even realize she's doing it.
Mm.
It's a subconscious association we make between price and value.
It's like those luxury investment products. They've got the fancy name, the hefty fees, but when you really break it down,
Often, they're not that different from their less expensive counterparts.
Mhm.
They're just really good at marketing.
So how do we protect ourselves from the placebo effect when it comes to our money?
It boils down to being an informed and skeptical consumer. Don't just take marketing claims at face value, no matter how convincing they seem.
So essentially, do your homework. Just because something is expensive or sounds exclusive doesn't automatically make it better.
Exactly. Do your research, compare options, and look beyond the surface.
Choose quality over perceived quality. Often, the generic brand is just as good as the name brand, but costs a whole lot less. So, what did we learn today?
Our brains are wired to take shortcuts, which can lead to some interesting biases, especially when it comes to money.
Like FAE, where we judge others harshly for their financial situations while giving ourselves a free pass.
And the placebo effect, which can trick us into believing that something is more valuable than it actually is, just because of a high price tag or a fancy marketing campaign.
But by being aware of these mind games, we can start to counteract them and make more rational, informed decisions with our money.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's all about being mindful and asking those critical questions. Always question those assumptions.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this: what other money mind games could be influencing your decisions? Think about it. Until next time, Happy investing, or budgeting, or whatever you do with your money.
See you next time.
Are you talking to one of those robots again, Daddy?